Hi, everyone. Can you guys see me and hear me? If you can, please let me know in the chat so I know that everything is working fine. My name is Yamile Yemoonyah, and I'm a spirit guide medium, which means I can connect with other people's spirit guides. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give mini readings for some of you. First of all, you can find me at spiritguides.co. And if you're inclined or feel called to, you can also book a reading with me, a one-on-one reading. There's a green button down here that you can click and you can read about it and see if it's for you. Now, who's here today? Where are you all from? Let me know in the chat. And again, let me know if it's working. Awesome. Thank you, Carly, for letting me know that you could see me and hear me. Awesome. Yeah, again, let me know where you're from. I'm here in the Canary Islands, which is off the coast of Africa, but it's part of Spain. I'm in the middle of a desert. That's where I live. So let me see what else. Oh, if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook Live, there's a link in the description. Go to that link and sign up through that link, because then you can get a mini reading with me. Otherwise, you can just watch this. So click on the link in the description to get to Crowdcast, and then you can actually get a reading. If there are any tech issues, please reload the page and help each other in the chat if something is going wrong. Let other people know if they're having tech issues to reload the page. All right, so let's see who's here. We have someone from, Carly's from Ohio. Awesome. I don't think I've ever been to Ohio. I should come and visit sometime. Kaliad, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, sorry, but you're from Belgium. Awesome. My parents live in Belgium, so I'm there from time to time. We have Elaine from England, Susan from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Sarah from England. We have Amy from New Jersey, Michelle from Australia. Hi, other side of the world. We have Jean-Paul from Scotland. Awesome. I'll be in Scotland in May in Edinburgh, probably the entire month. And then we have Danae from Oregon, Esther from Louisiana. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. So before we can get started, I want to explain what my definition of spirit guides is, because it might be a little different from what you are used to. So for me, any kind of being that's from the higher realms and that is connected to us in unconditional love is a spirit guide. And of course, if they want to help us with our spiritual path or in our day-to-day life, that would be a spirit guide. So that includes angels, it includes ancestor spirits, the ones that you actually knew, or the ones that you never knew because they're a few generations back. It includes nature beings like elves, fairies, dwarves, gnomes. It also includes star beings, otherwise known as aliens. It includes ascended masters, which are beings that used to live on Earth as human beings, but do not reincarnate anymore. Then we also have gods and goddesses from all around the globe, and power animals, otherwise known as totem animals. So any of these can come through for you today. They show themselves in a way that makes sense to us as human beings. Like I said, they're from the higher realms. They don't live in our 3D physical realm, so they don't have physical bodies. So they don't really have, like, let's say, black hair and brown eyes or whatever it is. But because we are human beings and they know that, and we have a hard time connecting with energy frequencies, which is what they really are, they like to show themselves in a form that makes sense to us. So like a human being or like an animal, or with human or 3D features. And when I do the reading, when I close my eyes, I will see your guide in a clairvoyant way, and I will tell you what they look like. The same goes for names. They don't really have a name. They are energy frequencies, and you can feel that energy frequency if you train yourself to do so. But again, they do make it easy for us by sometimes giving us a name. They do not always give us a name. So if you don't get one, don't be frustrated. It's not because you don't have a spirit guide. It's not because they don't love you, and it's not because they don't want to help you. Maybe it's just because they think you're ready to just work with frequencies. Maybe it's because you already know the name, but you just don't trust yourself. Or there might be another 1,000 reasons that you don't get a name. Again, that doesn't mean that there's no one around you and doesn't want to help you. Then also, if you already know one of your guides, it might be a different one coming through for you today. Why is that? Because if you know your guide, they don't need me as a middleman or middlewoman to connect with you. They can just do it by themselves. So it's usually new guides coming through, but sometimes it's someone you already know because they want to give you some extra confirmation. Then also, and this is very important, you get the messages you need to hear, not necessarily the ones that your ego wants to hear. There's nothing wrong with the ego. We all need the ego, otherwise we couldn't be here in physical form. But your ego has very 3D concerns like money, romance, health, these kinds of things. And of course, these are important topics and they're totally valid. And sometimes your guides will give you the opportunity to ask questions, and then you can ask these questions. But the message they will give you first is usually the one that is most important for your soul growth. So you get the message that you need to hear, so it might not necessarily be the one that you think you want to hear. All right, and then the last thing you need to know is how I work. I close my eyes like this, and usually my head goes a little bit to the left because somehow the information seems to come from up here. And then I will see your guide clairvoyantly, and like I said earlier, I will describe them to you. And then I will get the messages in a claircognizant way, which means that I just know things about you and I just know the message. I don't even know where it's coming from. They just drop like thoughts into my head, basically. Oh yeah, and one more thing. When I do a reading for you, sometimes I will ask, does that make sense to you? Do you understand this? This is for me important. It's because working with spirit guides is a little bit like going on a scavenger hunt. So I get like these thoughts, and then I will ask you, does this make sense for you? And that strengthens the connection for me to the guides if you say yes or no. So please, like when I ask you this, say yes or no, or say I don't know if you are not sure. But don't give me more information because that makes it harder for me, because then my ego comes in. All right, so that's it. Now we can get started. I will start with an opening, kind of prayer. So if you feel called to, close your eyes with me and take a really deep breath through your nose in, as deep as you can, and out through your mouth. Don't worry about making sounds. No one can hear you. And one more time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. Awesome. Relax your shoulders. And one last time, in through the nose. And out through the mouth. And relax your face, your jaw, your eyes, your ears. And now I'm calling on my spirit guides to come join us in this space and to help me connect with your spirit guides. And I specifically call on Archangel Michael to protect this space so only beings that are connected to us in unconditional love can come through. I also call on your spirit guides to come join us and use me as a channel to give you the messages that you need to hear today. And so it is. Thank you. All right, awesome. So now we can get started. And here's how it works. I want you to find the Ask a Question section, which is right down here, I think right below the green button. And I want you to, if you are a newbie, if you've never had a reading from me, I want you to type newbie in that section. Like nothing else, like not your name, no questions, just newbie. So I know that you've never had a reading from me. And then I'll randomly select some people. All right. So let me check and see. Let's see. Okay, and I'll invite you on screen. So I hope you really read my email, because there's a link to a page where it's explained what kind of browser you need to use and what kind of OS. So here we have, I still don't know how to pronounce your name, but I know you're from Belgium. So I'm going to invite you on screen right now. You'll get the invitation and you'll have to accept, and then you'll be on screen. I'm going to invite like 2 or 3 people at the same time, because usually sometimes it doesn't work for people. So then we have Tanisha. I'll invite you on screen as well. All right. And we have Barbie. I'll also invite you on screen. So let's see. Now, if you are on screen with other people at the same time, please mute yourself so we don't hear the background noises, because that's very distracting for me. All right, let's see. So far, I'm not getting anyone up here. All right, so I'll invite more people. Let's see. We have Danae, or yeah, I hope, sorry, but if I'm butchering your names, I'll invite you on screen as well. Again, you'll have to accept the invitation. Let's see. Still no one? Ah, here we have someone. Awesome.
Hey.
Hi there. How are you? Can you hear me? Hello? You kind of froze for me. I'm not sure if the others can see you. Ah, okay. Now we have 2 people. All right. So Danae froze somehow. So we'll first go with Barbie. All right. Hi, Barbie. Can you hear me? Sorry, you were muted. Can you say something again? I can still not hear you. And we just lost you. Nope, there you are. I can't hear you. Oh. Hello, Barbie? You keep muting yourself. Okay, now I should be able to hear you. Hello? Nope, still can't hear you. All right, then we'll try Danae first. And Barbie, please figure out your mic. I'll mute you now. All right, Danae, I'm going to unmute you.
Okay.
Hi. Awesome.
Hi.
Okay, so let me see. I will close my eyes and tune in now. Give me about 30 seconds.
All right.
All right, what I'm getting for you is a power animal, and it's a dog. It's a female dog, and God, I don't know like what breed it is. Looks a little bit like a boxer, actually. Um, definitely female. There are, she does have like little pups around her. And she's like, she has like almost stripes, gray and brown. Now let me see what the message is for you. All right, it's definitely strong energy. She has a very strong energy coming through. Um, okay, she keeps showing me like the little pups. So there's a connection there. It's not very clear, but let me. So either you have children yourself, or you work with children, or you're a very caring person. Let's see, because this is not very clear. Let's see. Do you have children yourself?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you work with children?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Then it's that. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Then she's telling me you're like a caring person in general. You like to help people. So when like someone is in need, for example, you will try to help. You're also a very loyal person. This is true for most people that have like dog totem animals. Um, so you're very loyal, almost to a fault, which means that in your life, throughout your life, you've had some situations where you felt loyal to someone, but you also felt betrayed by them. Does that make sense for you?
Maybe a little bit.
She's definitely telling me like yeah, that you're a caring person. Um, but let me ask specifically why she's showing me this. She's not, I feel her energy very strong, but the message is a bit unclear. She keeps like barking and trying to tell me something, but I don't really understand. So give me a sec. She's definitely a protective spirit. So you do have like very strong protection on the like in a spiritual sense. So she definitely makes sure that you don't like get on the wrong path. She makes sure that you are protected from any negativity. And I'm not talking about any like bad spirits or anything like that. So please don't like be afraid of that. That's not what I mean. But generally, she helps you to be on the right path, because what she's showing me is like literally like an image of you walking down a path, and this is like in a not a literal sense, but in a symbolic sense, you walking down a path, and you're walking along and looking right and left, and there's like a path that goes right, and you are considering going there, but she's barking and like kind of like bringing you back to the main path. So she helps you to not get distracted. But again, she's not coming through very strong. So let me see if I can see another one of your guides. There's an angel for you as well, and she's kind of bathing you in a green and pink healing light. This usually happens when there's you are going through a phase that you are healing yourself. Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So know that like your angel is with you to support you in that healing journey. Also know that you do have like healing abilities yourself. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So your angel is working with you on this, like the healing, your healing journey. She's telling me that you are actually good with like healing with your hands, like energetic healing. Is that something you have looked into or something that you're already doing?
Actually, recently I've been interested in Reiki.
Right, exactly. Okay, awesome. So yes, definitely keep doing that. Look more into that. Also look at different kinds of like energetic healing. If Reiki is your main thing, that's great, but look at others just to get a balanced view and to basically learn from different schools of thought. And because you will like, it's important for you to learn from different information sources, let's say it like that. And then you will develop your own way of doing it. Even if you only do that in the beginning and then you pick one, be it Reiki or something else, and then you go with that, still like look into different ways of working with energy healing. She's telling me this is important for you because she doesn't want you to get like stuck into one direction, because then you might lose yourself and not find your own way of doing that, like your own way of working. She's also again like showing me the pink light, which in this case is connected to your heart chakra. So she wants you to like work with your heart chakra in connection with the healing, like opening your heart chakra. Okay. So there's like this connection with what I was saying earlier with like the dog that is around you. There is like you said it made a little bit of sense, but I still get like this information that in the past someone like you felt betrayed by someone, and therefore like you close your heart a little bit. We all do that. Like that's not a like um, um, major thing, but like they want you to work with your heart chakra, so like you open it again, and so you can like really experience um, the love that is out there for you. And I don't mean this like in a necessarily in a romantic sense, but in a sense like um, love as an energy. Because the more you open your heart, the more you can feel love, the better your healing abilities will get, because that's where it actually like also comes from your heart. You need to experience love fully, and you need to be able to love people for who they are, even if you don't know that person, to really develop your healing abilities. Right. So also when you work with people on in a healing facility, then right, okay. So they want you to, when you work with someone, if it's practicing, or even if you're working like with family members or whatever, friends or real clients, they want you to really see the inner child of that person, because that will help you to really see their soul. So they want you to tune in first like to the person like they're sitting in front of you, but then tune into their little their inner child, and through that tune in into their soul. That is like a way for you to really open up to that person, and like I said earlier, experience that love and be able to also send that love, and therefore the healing that this person needs. So you can like basically sit down and really imagine what that person would look like as a child. Or actually what they're suggesting is that when you work with someone, that you have them bring a photo of themselves as a child. They want you to test that out, because that will help you. You can also practice by like again asking family members, friends to give you like or show you photos of themselves as little children, and just meditate with that and see how that feels to connect to that human as a little child. And not even do healing at the beginning, but to just tune into that energy. Do you have questions about this?
No.
All right, then let me see if there's anything else. Well, like your dog spirit is still showing me like her pups, but I'm not sure what it means. Maybe do you want children in the future?
I do.
Okay, maybe that's it then. Do you like want like a bunch of children, not just one or two, but maybe 3 or 4 or 5 even?
Definitely not that many. Maybe just
Okay,
two.
okay. Then I'm not sure why she's showing me this. Sorry, but there's something going on with children, like little children also. Maybe it's just the connection to like what they said earlier, that they want you to work in this way to tune into people as to their inner child. So yeah, try that out because that will really help you. All right, that's it. I hope this helps you.
All right, thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much for coming. You're very welcome. All right, so now we'll try with Barbie again. You are unmuted. Let's see if I can hear you now. Nope, I can't hear you. So sorry. I'm not sure what's going on. Can you maybe take out your headphones, like unplug them from your laptop and see if that helps? Like really unplug them from your computer. Okay, can you say something? No, sorry, I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Sorry. Well, maybe come back next time and test your mic in the meantime. All right, thank you for coming. I'm so sorry. All right, so let's try someone else. All right, let's start. Guys, only type newbie, nothing else. Because it's hard for me to see otherwise. And type it in the questions and answers. This is like not in the chat. It's a different thing. The question and answer is like right here. If you're on your laptop, it's under the green button. Or if you type it in the chat, like I can't see it. There's too many people otherwise. All right, let's try Michelle Carroll. I'm going to invite you on screen. Again, only type newbie, nothing else, because that makes it easy for me to find you. And we'll try Esther. Again, I'm inviting you on screen. You'll have to accept the invitation. We'll try Elaine. We'll try Corinne. And we'll try, oh, there we have someone. Yay, let's see who it is. Hi there.
Hello.
How are you, Esther?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So let's see who's here for you.
Okay.
Again, very strong energy for you, but I can't see anyone yet. All right, so I don't see anyone yet, but I do get the information that you're usually more like the quiet type, sometimes even a little bit shy. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
All right, because I have this symbol, like when you work with the spirit world, they oftentimes give you symbols. And my symbol for someone who's more quiet and shy is like when I see like a pair of hands that come around like a wall and then see two eyes coming like this. That's my symbol. So I know that like this is your personality. So let's see what else I can see. All right. You are like a very happy person, though. You're not someone who, like, of course, you can like be sad and sometimes be down, but generally you can get yourself out of a funk kind of easily, like more easily than other people. You have a like you naturally, you're kind of like a balloon in the water, like you like go up all by itself.
Yeah.
You're also like an airy person in the sense that you can sometimes float away a little bit and not be very grounded. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right, so
What about watery though? Sorry.
um, All right, so I do see wings, a pair of wings. I'm still not sure who this is, but sometimes that happens. I just see parts and it all comes together later. But I do see a pair of wings. Oh, okay. And the information I get is that you're in the process of spreading your wings in some way. Let me see if I can get more information about that. Okay, so I do get a feeling this is about like going out into the world in some way. Does that make sense to you? So and this is what I interpret. I'm not sure if this is correct, but like this is the image I get, that you're like spreading your wings and that you're going out into the world. I think this might have to do with either that you're actually moving to a new place, or that it's to do with like your work, that you're looking for a new work or just started a new job. Would any of that make sense to you?
I'm getting an internship.
Ah, okay, awesome. Yes, that makes sense, because I got the feeling like it was definitely a new start of something. Right, they want you to like, first of all, be true to yourself. Not think that because you're like a little bit more quiet, that they don't want you, like your guide, and I'm still not sure who it is, but your guide doesn't want you to change yourself and think that you have to be, let's say, louder than you are, or more like an extrovert than you are, because that would like you would just try to be someone else, and then you can't be, how do I say this? You're the best when you're being yourself. If you try to be someone else, you can't give 100% of yourself, and people won't see your gifts and talents, and you have a lot of gifts and talents that you can share with the world. I'm getting the information that like in the past, you've sometimes felt like you should be more outgoing, and so you've tried to kind of like change yourself a little bit. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Yeah, so don't try to do that, especially when it comes to the work you're doing. Just be yourself. If you, what would be good for you is to like take some like personality tests that show you your own strengths, abilities, and skills, and then remember these. Like make a list of them, and then remember that these are your strengths, and then work with them. When you feel the need to change, to be different than who you really are, go back to that list and read it, and really appreciate yourself for who you are. That way you will shine. You will find your path, and you will find the best way for you to contribute to the world in the way that's best for you.
Okay, thank you.
Ah, now I can see it. It's a little fairy.
Oh.
Yes, it's a little fairy that's around you. She has a blue aura, female, and she has like what are they called? God, it's not a butterfly, but the ones, they have like a long body and like some 4 wings. A dragonfly. She has dragonfly wings. She has purple hair. And she's a little bit sassy. So, and she's working with you on like developing, or like to value yourself for who you really are. And that's why she's here with you, to help you with that. She's also telling me that when you like stay with yourself and stay who you really are, you are actually a really lucky person in the sense that you attract a lot of like luck, in the sense of you attract the right people, you attract the right situations, and when you really want something, you will get it. So she's also here to help you with manifesting the things that you want in your life. But again, she's saying like it will be easiest for you to manifest things when you stay true to yourself. So when you encounter people that don't value you for who you are, stay a little bit away from them. Don't give them the power, but find the people that like you just the way you are, and make these people your friends. And doing this will help you navigate life and make it much easier. So you don't like get distracted and go in directions that are really not for you. Do you have questions about this?
Maybe. Does she talk about romantic relationships?
Let's see.
Okay, thank you.
She's laughing and she's saying this, like this also applies to your romantic relationships. Really pay attention to like when you feel attracted to someone, really pay attention to if they love you for who you are and not for like who you try to be. That is like how you will know if someone is right for you. And that's all she's saying about it.
Okay.
Oh, she's also saying, don't worry. It'll all work out. And I'm not sure why she's saying this, but that's what she's saying.
Oh gosh. Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. All right, awesome. So let's go with who was next. I think Elaine is next. So we'll unmute you, Elaine.
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Yes, I can hear you. Awesome. All right, let's see. Oh, now I can hear you. Awesome.
Good.
All right, let's see. All right, definitely nature spirit around you. Let me turn down the volume a little bit. There's definitely a nature spirit around you. All right, so you do like being in nature, is that correct? You like going for walks, you like sitting in the garden, you like being outside. The nature spirits that are around you are very much connected to plants. And they live in a specific plant in your house. Or at least, let's say it like this. This plant is like for you a gateway to connect with this nature spirit. Do you already know which plant I'm talking about? Do you have like a favorite plant or one that like you have in mind?
I've just bought a piece of plant from New Zealand, which is a part of a money plant, which I've just planted and nurtured.
Ah, that's probably the one.
Is it? Good.
Yes. So let's see. It's actually a few. It's not just one, but they kind of like have a spokesperson, which is a female. She's telling me that you have healing abilities as well. Do you know about that?
Yes, but I've never developed them.
Right. Okay. So let's see. She's telling me that you're actually good at like finding the places where nature spirits live. So when you are out in nature, you feel drawn to certain like plants, trees, or even places. Um, Maybe you didn't know this yet, but when you feel drawn to these places, know that you feel drawn to them because it's like the home of nature spirits.
Right.
When you do feel drawn and you go there, like they want you to like follow this more and work with this more. When you do feel drawn, go there and really like start a conversation with that spirit that lives in the plant or tree or in that place. You can just like either talk to them in like in just in your mind or out loud. That really doesn't matter. And it also doesn't matter if you can hear the response. Focus on like what you feel in your heart and what you feel in your body. Like if you feel any tingling sensations or if you feel a wave of love or if you just get like an intuitive feeling that there's an intelligence. And the more you work with that, the more you will be able to actually communicate. And they can help you with the healing abilities if you're interested. They would love it if you develop them because that is part of your that is part of why you came here to Earth. And you do like live your healing abilities in more unconscious way. But they would be very happy to help you develop it in a more conscious way.
Brilliant.
They're also showing me you with a book, which is usually my symbol for that you are someone who likes to learn and you like to read. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So then, let's see. Get some books about nature spirits and how to communicate with them. There are some on, there are lots of them on Amazon. All right, so, and I recently came across someone, I haven't read the book yet, but your guys are telling me to like recommend this to you. There's a book by someone called Flavia something, and I'm not sure the rest of it, but I think you might find it. The book is called The Way of the Fairy Shaman by Flavia something. So if you want to write that down and find that book, that might be interesting to you. I know she's also written other books, so you might want to look into all of them and see which one speaks most to you.
Sure.
And they're also telling me that they, again, and this is true for most nature spirits, by the way, they can help you manifest things that you want in your life. And in this case, there's a specific connection to finances.
Yes.
So work with it, like learn to communicate with nature spirits, learn more about them, because that will make it easier for you to work with them on like financial abundance.
Wonderful.
Do you have any question about that?
Do you have anything from my guides? You have firstly have a name, and do you see me moving country?
She's not giving me a name. I'm not sure why. Right. Okay. So she says she wants you to not focus just on one nature being, but on like the entire realm of nature beings. That's why they're not giving you a specific name. What was your second question? Sorry.
Do they see that I'd be moving country?
Oh, okay.
We've been invited to go to New Zealand, but we need the finances.
Yes, that's definitely in the cards. It's not a 100%, but you can make it happen if you want to.
Isn't that wonderful?
And this is really interesting, by the way, and this is coming from me because yesterday I saw a movie about nature spirits in New Zealand.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if you know Gaia.com. It's a little bit like Netflix, but with more, yes. So there's a, God, what's it called? I forget the, you know what? If you send me an email, I will find out which movie that is, and I'll send it to you because I can't remember. It's something with nature. Yeah, you can find out.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. I hope this helps you.
Thank you. It has.
You're very welcome.
Brilliant.
All right, so now we're gonna go with. Oh, we just lost Cagliari, or I'm still not sure how to pronounce her name. I hope you come back because then I really want to know how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Ah, there you are. Hi. So tell me, how do I pronounce your name?
Cagliade.
Ah, Cagliade.
But it's just an artist name.
Yeah, well, that's fine. All right, awesome. So you're from the French-speaking part of Belgium, I guess?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Okay, let's see. All right, you have a white tiger with you.
Nice.
I'm not sure if it's a male or female. Let's see. But what I'm getting is that you can be very fierce, like fierce in your love. Like when you love someone, you're also very like protective when it comes to protecting your loved ones. It's also like not easy for people to how do I say this? Push you aside, or you really stand up for your rights, and you really stand up for who you are, and like you don't let people walk over you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're a very strong personality. Also, there's a strong connection to nature. Either like I hope you already like do something with nature protection. If not, you should definitely look into that, because that is something that you would be very good at, like activism in some form. Do you already do anything like that?
Yeah. No, not yet. I work with crystals and stuff, but yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe something like just organize a group of people that go out in nature wherever you are, and like keep a certain place in nature clean, or like stand up for maybe animal rights or something like that. That you would be really good at that.
Yeah.
Like you are here, like part of your job here on Earth is to be a spokesperson for the voiceless, and in this case, like nature beings, animals. Yeah, definitely look into that. Okay, let's see what else. Earth healing. Have you ever looked into like earth grid work? Do you know what that is?
No, I don't know.
Please Google that. Like earth grid work is like that you like the earth has like an energy grid around it, and there are people that work with that energy grid to like balance it, to heal it, to anchor the new grid. So that is a lot of work out in nature. It is a lot of work with like stones, crystals.
Yeah. And the music is also a big part of my life.
Okay.
And I would like to know if I'm on the good path, because yeah, I'm a little bit lost for the moment, and it's really hard. I live a hard time for the moment.
Right. Let's see. All right, they're saying the more time you spend in nature, excuse me, the more time you spend in nature, the clearer you will get about like who you are and what your path is. Yes, music and art, like you're a creative person, that's important to you. But like the way you use your creativity should be in connection with working with the earth in some way. So that's what they were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So that can take all kinds of forms. So don't think you have to like, I don't know, be a Greenpeace member or something, because I was talking about activism. This can take all kinds of forms. But like this would, because like I said, you came here because you are a very strong personality, and that has its reasons, like because you are someone who's like kind of like on the front, like going like yeah, like a spokesperson. You have a warrior spirit inside of you, and you want to use that. That's great if you use it with your creativity. Awesome. But give your like music a purpose in that sense.
Okay.
For you also, connecting with nature spirits would be great. Like also look into learning about that. Find movies, find YouTube videos about it, find books, whatever makes sense to you and what's easiest for you to like work with. That will help you greatly, because nature spirits are very connected to music. They are great musicians, so they can help you with that, definitely.
Yeah.
Also, you have,
And I would like to know
give
also.
me a sec. Also, there is a place somewhere on earth, I can't tell you exactly where it is, where you feel very at home. It might be where you are right now, I'm not sure. You are very connected like to the earth, and you need to be in your own power spot on the earth. So wherever you are and you are in nature, let's say around where you live, go and find a place in nature where you feel connected, where you feel that like you get energy from the earth. That will help you very much. For you, it's like not a good idea. For example, if you move, make sure that you feel that it's the right spot energetically. Because if you are in the wrong spot, it will suck energy from you. So when you don't feel right anywhere, don't stay there. Even if it's like you're sitting in a spot, let's say you're out in nature, I don't know, camping or whatever at a festival, and you sit somewhere and it somehow doesn't feel right, move somewhere else. It can be that it's just like a meter away or whatever, but move around a little bit and find the spot that feels right for you.
Okay.
Not everyone has this, but you are very connected to like the earth and like specific locations. And like I said, sometimes that's just a difference of a meter or two sometimes, but it could also be that it's really a difference of like which country you live in, or which city you live in, or village, or whatever it is. So make sure that you find the right spot for you, because that will give you a lot of energy and really help you with your purpose. All right, what was your question?
Yeah, I would like to know also if I have angel around me.
Yeah, we all
Because
have.
I can feel that I'm connected.
We all have an angel around us,
But
like we all. So yeah, you definitely have an angel around you. You are very much connected to Archangel Michael, by the way. Archangel Michael is like a peaceful warrior angel, guardian, not guardian angel, like he's the main protector angel. Like he's the boss of all the guardian angels. And usually when people are connected to Archangel Michael, they have the same kind of spirit, like this warrior spirit, but a peaceful warrior. So you have this double connection, like the angels. You can connect with the angels through your like upper chakra, and you are also connected to nature spirits. So when you're connected to both of them, you're basically a channel that channels in energy from the higher realms down to earth. But you need to have the connection to both, otherwise you're not a channel. Otherwise, one side is basically closed, and then all the energy like goes into you and can't go anywhere else, and then it like turns itself a little bit against you, in the sense that that's why you get stuck. That's why you feel lost, because you are like one side is not connected. And from what you tell me, that you feel the connection to the angelic realm, the part of you that's like missing is like the grounding and the connection to earth and the connection to the nature spirit. So really like listen to what your guides are saying right now and connect to that realm as well, to the earth realm, because then like the energy can flow. Because as an artist, you are a channel, and you need to like keep the channel clear so it can flow through. Do you understand what I'm saying?
yeah, I understand.
Okay, awesome. All right, then I hope this helps you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's see. Oh, it's already 7 here. So yeah, guys, I have to go. Oh, thank you so much, Kiki, for like looking up that book on Amazon. So the book is by Flavia Kate Peters, Shaman Pathways, Way of the Fairy Shaman, the book of spells, incantations, meditations, and fairy magic. So if anyone else is interested, it's in the chat. You can copy it and find it on Amazon. So yes, the hour is already up. Thank you so much for coming, guys. If you didn't get a reading yet, come next time. I'm not sure when it will be, but we will all be notified by email. Also, again, you can book a one-on-one reading with me. There's a green button down here if you're on your laptop. I'm not sure where it is when you're on your phone, but it's somewhere. So you can click on that, see all the information. And for you newbies, you will automatically get a discount coupon code in email form to your inbox that you can use to book a reading with me. All right, again, thanks for coming, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, guys. Oh, and now I can't find the button where to stop the reading. Oh, there it is. All right, guys.